Hello, hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Fallout 4 Enclave Modded. And today, the Lone Ranger is right back where we left her, out here in the Nakano residence, out to help her Brotherhood friends. The Ranger was surprised to hear a chirp coming from her PIP-PAD. When she checked it out, she heard that military frequency was back. Now, she knew that they were working on the range of that thing. You know, she had that whole adventure with Paladin Dance, go getting that part he needed. But to hear it all the way out here at the Northern Pass, well, that surprised her more than a little bit. So she decided, well, I ain't gotten to wherever I'm going yet. Might as well take a listen.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Well, hearing that reassignment call, she figured, well, it's the least I could do.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5.
And then she saw them in all their power-armored glory. More Brotherhood of Steel.
Burn marks. You must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town. If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance? Dance.
Cavalry's arrived, and it looks like they sent in the big guns. I don't know where you're going, but if you want to remain a part of the Brotherhood, I'd get back here. Cavalry's arrived, and it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Why did the Brotherhood send it here?
We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxon?
Maxon is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Well, as much as she wanted to go do that, she knew there was one thing she had to go take care of first. And that was revenge.
This area is under our protection.
She saw the big vertibird sitting on top of that building. And as much as she wanted to go, there was something she needed to take care of first. Oh yeah. She needed to go kill that dog Kellogg. And as much as she didn't want to, you know, leave her friends behind, it was just something that needed to get done. Fortunately, she knew exactly where he was holed up. Now, one of the problems with this Fort Hagen place was she knew that he was there. However, she didn't know how to get in. The doors were boarded up. So she'd have to go for an exploratory wander. Of course, the sound of the turrets is not sounds that brought forth thoughts of joy. Ranger saw evidence around that clearly some people had prepared for her arrival. Turrets will do that. Of course, she was prepared for that. She'd given him enough time to hunker down. Maybe not the wisest of decisions, but honestly, she tried to get herself a friend or two to help her out. But was not meant to be. No, instead, she took a second, thought about her life, and realized for the longest time she's been all on her own. And she'd made her peace with that. Upon entering Fort Hagen, she heard some strange voices. Didn't really know what to make of it, but was preparing to have to kill someone if she had to.
Overactive sensors.
Hostile
Nothing
sensor
more.
reading detected. Curious. You cannot remain undetected for long.
She thought momentarily about activating that robot. Then she figured it's just one more thing to get in the way.
Termination. Asset Kellogg. In danger. Defending.
The first couple synths she came across here, she figured how scary could they be? They didn't go down any harder than a regular man did. But of course then it confirmed everything.
Kellogg's secure facility infiltrated. Termination required.
They kept saying the name Kellogg, confirming that he was here, and she could feel her heart beat faster, her blood boil, and her need for vengeance grow strong once again. She'd been on too long of a wander lately. Determined, yep, it was time to finally kill that man. Put a bullet in his head where it belonged. It's mighty fine of Kellogg to leave all these bullets around for her. Almost as if he was taunting her.
Sweet. Got it.
Intruder in Fort Hagen. Eliminating hostile.
She kept hearing more of them. She had to figure her way around this place. Get to where they is, and get them dead. Wouldn't want to leave any of these synths hanging around. Might be able to help Kellogg in the end. Didn't want that now. Great thing about super stim packs is, when you have them, you know you do. And if you have them, might as well use them. Never know when you're going to be in a tight pinch. This Fort Hagen place really wasn't a place worth seeing that early. However, she wasn't here for the sights. She was here for the vengeance.
Targeting. Actuator. Damage.
She figured you might need to bring out another gun for these boys. Didn't have a whole lot of ammo for it, but still better than nothing. She'd hoped to find more along the way. Sadly, whenever she was getting the ammo for this gun previously, she just sold it. Didn't have a gun worth using it till just recently.
Security's too good. Yes.
Thankfully, she was able to get the armory open. Get herself some more fine items.
That's it.
Going up.
She could feel the call of Kellogg in her blood. And knew where she was going by instinct alone.
Going down. More. Movement detected.
turrets were relentless, generally speaking. Sadly, they're more tough than useful in at least situations like this. So she figured, well, it's got this weapon's the weapon she found in that their vault's gotten her this far. Besides, at least she had ammo for it.
Gone.
She had seen that coloring on the ground before. She knew that'd go up. Sadly, it didn't seem to do much for her.
If they return, I will be ready.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Yes.
At least she was finding useful things. You know, bullets is useful to everyone. You may not have the right gun, but the next fella might. He might have the gun or the bullets you need. That's how trading works.
I am the victim.
If she didn't want to waste more time, she'd have to keep her wits about her. Watch out for them rigged doors and the like.
That's it.
I don't need a roommate. Leave.
She'd heard his voice, and she knew this was the time. This was the place. This is how and when she was going to end that man.
Movement detected. Curious.
Our enemy may be utilizing stealth. How interesting. You must be destroyed.
Yeah, after taking down a few, she figured these synths weren't so tough. She'd fought raiders harder than these synths. Of course, most of them looked like they were plumb naked. Not necessarily wearing, high amounts of decent clothes.
Look, you're
pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
Little did he underestimate her determination in all these things.
Sweet.
She tracked Kellogg across the whole of the United States, from California to Boston, even through the Midwest. She wasn't going to stop here, not when she was so close, and most certainly not because he asked her to. The fact that he asked her to stop shows just how close she really was.
Sensor anomaly detected. Fort Hagen is under Institute authority. Terminated. Intruder in Fort Hagen. Eliminating hostile.
The synth had a perfectly good gun, decided to try to punch her. Yep, she's met raiders who were smarter than them. So, other than maybe how they was built, she wasn't too terribly impressed with synths as a whole.
Nice.
She was glad she took the little diversion off to one side, because she saw a string of words that all made her very happy. Fort Hagen, which is where she was. Armory.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. You are in over your head and waiting.
Armory, which is, where they keep all the guns. And password, which meant she could get to them.
It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that.
She almost found it amusing, almost endearing, that he wanted her to leave. Of course he wanted her to leave. Nobody wanted to die. And clearly he knew that's why she was there, to kill him.
Got it.
Well, the fat man was mighty tempting. She figured in such tight quarters, it wasn't really worth it. And those things were far too heavy for her liking. Oh, she's a crack shot with it no matter what you give her. But she liked something light, keep her on her toes.
Yes.
Keep moving. Keep on your feet. Don't let them hit you. And stay alive. At least that's the plan most of the days. She was glad she kept moving. Keep finding more things to help her survive this.
Yes.
She found the place where she figured Kellogg was bedding down. It was comfortable enough, and had ammo boxes.
You made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
Oh, when she found him, there would be no talking. She was here to destroy him.
And there she is. The most resilient woman in the Commonwealth.
There's only one weapon she wanted to have for this. Her own Ranger Sequoia. Took a moment to assess the situation. I knew there was only one logical thing to do. Take the opportunity as it presented itself. Two to the head, and the man was down. Oh yes, she'd done it. She'd taken him down. And his little plastic toys too. Oh, it's a glorious thing to see. Kellogg, dead on the floor. Took his gun for good measure. Now, normally...
Tech. You were barely human.
Now, most people she'd leave with some dignity. Not this man. Not ever. If she could think of a way to ruin his afterlife more, she'd do that. bunch of strange things brought down here.
Hell yeah.
However, figured he ain't gonna use them. Why not? Take it for ourselves. Here she learned more about the kid that was kidnapped. Interesting things about that. Figured she could tell that detective. Of course, after seeing this, trusting that detective would be a little bit more difficult. Because, you know, she just shot a whole bunch of people that had his face. Of course, they were more the toys than people. At least Nick had the common decency to talk like a person. As the Lone Ranger wove her way out of that there building, well, she thought about her life and how it finally had purpose and meaning now that she killed that darn evil man. And she looked deep into herself and realized killing him didn't bring her family back. No. Killing Kellogg only did one thing, and that was make Kellogg dead. And while vengeance was slaked, she didn't actually feel all that much better. She felt tired and empty, and really just wanted all this to be over with now. She had spent so much of her recent life taking down Kellogg, well, she didn't know what else to do. But then she realized she left a group of well-meaning, albeit somewhat misguided, strong, and driven people back in the Commonwealth. Yep, she'd go back to those Brotherhood of Steel fellas. She had done what she came here to do. Now she needed something else. Besides, with their help, maybe then she could finally feel something other than cold, icy need for killing. Maybe then she could feel something more useful. And with that, I say thank you all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying my content as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. And I really do enjoy making it for all of you. If you are enjoying my content, then please leave a comment down below and a thumbs up and like, comment, subscribe, all that fun standard stuff you all do because, you know, you're on YouTube. And so am I. If you don't like my stuff, then please leave a thumbs down. Yes, I'm asking you to leave a thumbs down. And let me know what I can do to make things better. Because I do want to get better. I would like many people to enjoy my stuff, but not just a few. And if you really, really enjoy my stuff and want to support my channel, then I would be more than happy for you to do so. All you got to do is head over to the links down below, and feel free to join my Discord server. Get in contact with me pretty much all day, every day, except for when I'm recording these videos, sleeping, or, you know, at my day job. And if you follow below that, you should find a link to my Patreon campaign. If you join my Patreon campaign, you get yourself a whole slew of really wonderful things. Early access to my videos, Patreon exclusive videos, and I recently redid things. So at the tier where you get a private channel on my Discord server, you can actually get access to my production streams, which is if I have a lot of time between episodes, you know, like running back and forth, making things, moving stuff around, or you know, some of the less interesting and fun things of Fallout 4, then you can, that is where I'll be doing those. So with that, I say thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.